Man, it is not supposed to be this cold in North Carolina. But the good news, this Saturday I'm traveling to sunny Guatemala for a week-long video shoot, so I thought this would be a good time to share with you how I pack and why I choose the gear that I'm bringing. So when I travel to a foreign country for a video shoot, I have one major priority, and that is that I'm able to keep all of my essential gear that I need to do my job with me at all times. So if I were to put any of this essential gear into my check bag and my bag got lost or delayed, I wouldn't be able to do a video shoot. So that's why it's essential for me to keep my cameras, my audio equipment, and my batteries with me at all time. So this is my carry-on backpack. It's an F64 extra large, and it's 25 inches long, which, you know, it's borderline a little too big for carry-on, which the biggest is supposed to be 23 inches. But I've never had a problem, and I think most airlines are, you know, willing to cut you some slack if it's just slightly larger. So it's got two big pouches. I keep all of my camera gear in here, and up here I keep my audio equipment and my spare batteries. So on this trip, I'll be moving to several locations around the country, so I'm opting to leave my bulkier Canon C300 Mark II at home and opting for my two Canon 5D Mark IIIs. The 5D Mark IIIs are battle-tested workhorses. They have amazing color science and are ideal for conducting interviews with a really nice bokeh background. I'll be bringing a wireless mic system and a Rode Video Pro. I always pack a ton of batteries, practically every battery that I own. And I always put them in these plastic bags, and I keep them in a very accessible place in my backpack so that I can pull them out easily when I'm going through security checks. I also have a bag with my essential battery chargers that I need to charge my cameras, my video lights, and my drone batteries. So one of the chargers that I always bring are these cigarette lighter adapter chargers. I bring one for my camera batteries, and I bring one for my video lights. So in a worst case scenario, if I can't find power anywhere, all I have to do is find someone with a car, and I can charge my batteries so that I can keep doing the job that I was sent there to do. So my backpack comes with these two exterior pouches, which I never attach them to the outside. I'm just afraid that with these attached to the outside, the backpack will become definitely too big for a carry-on. So what I've opted to do is I use one of these to carry my Sony a6300, telephoto lens, batteries, and charger. And this fits neatly into the larger backpack. So another must-have for me is my Camera 3-inch wide video viewfinder that attaches to my 5D Mark IIIs. This is essential for me for outdoor shooting. It completely eliminates glare from the LCD screen, and I can get perfect focus every time. So mine cost about $75, but I know there are different brands out there and you can get them for a little cheaper than that. I always pack my GoPro Hero 4 just because it's very versatile, easy to pack, and it's just, you can put it anywhere. And of course, I never go anywhere without my trusty C-clamp adapter. If you saw the video I made on this, you'll know just how much I love this thing. I'll bring just one video light, my Neewer CN216. So when conducting interviews, I try as much as possible to utilize natural lighting, and I use the video light for fill light. And last but not least, I will bring my Mavic Pro quadcopter, which I don't always bring with me on trips depending on the country that I'm flying to. So for Guatemala, I do have a drone permit, which took me 2.5 months to get. So a big tip here, if you are interested in flying a drone in a foreign country, you really need to do your research well in advance. And don't rely on just what you read on the internet. So my method is I directly contact the country's aeronautics agency, first by email and then by telephone. And I ask if there's someone there who speaks English if I don't speak the language, which I don't. I only speak English, so. So for Guatemala, I spoke directly on the phone with the administrator who sent me the proper permit form to fill out. And then via email, we went back and forth, making sure I had everything correct, and then he emailed me the permit. Like I said, it still took 2.5 months. So also in my carry-on bag, I carry a variety of camera filters, drone filters, and of course, lots and lots of SD cards. You never want to run out of SD cards because depending on the country that you're in, you may not be able to find them very easily. So that's what I bring in my carry-on bag. For my personal item, I'll bring my Zhiyun Crane V2 to use with my Sony a6300. I love the a6300 for its continuous autofocus, and when paired with this gimbal, I can just track moving subjects with ease. This here is my check bag. Now, I got this thing about 15 years ago at Costco, and I have to tell you, it still is a beast. It is holding up like it's new, and I've put it through the ringers. I've taken it to Mongolia twice. I've taken it to Borneo. It's just a workhorse. So in my check bag, I'll bring my clothes, of course, 2 tripods, one for each Canon camera, because when I do interviews, I like to do multiple cameras, 1 light stand, and some electrical adapters. I always bring those regardless, even though I'm going to Guatemala and they have the same electrical system as the US. If I'm going to a remote area, they might not, and I just want to be prepared. And then my most valued item that I'm putting in my check bag is my $25 shoulder camera mount. I love this thing. It allows me to move around freely. I can quickly change to different subjects, all while keeping a pretty steady camera. So the shoulder rig is much more convenient for me to bring than my DJI Ronin M gimbal. So that's what I'm bringing to Guatemala. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have some suggestions for me, please leave them in the comments section. I'll be in Guatemala for a week, and I am sure when I get back, I'm going to have a lot to talk about. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.